It's been 1 week of Apple's Vision Pro out in the real world, and of course, things got real stupid real fast. You never know what can happen when a product is released into the wild and into the hands of humans who will do anything for social media attention. Some footage of the Vision Pro makes it look like we are living in the dystopian future of a Black Mirror episode. Other posts just come off as obnoxious. But we have been here before. When Google Glass arrived in 2013, there was a lot of commentary of it being creepy because of this camera always pointing at people without you knowing if it was recording. And folks also were pretty obnoxious. A word was coined to describe these face tech pioneers: glassholes. A decade later with Vision Pro, there is a new breed of this species. We call them Vision Bros. We don't need to dwell on these clout chasers, they got their time. But there is one more thing we should be looking at in this debut of the Vision Pro and the first adopters. What are we learning about as folks navigate and tinker with this new device? And could some of these Vision Bros shape its success or failure? I'm Bridget Carey, and this is One More Thing. VR headsets and VR gaming have been around for a while, but the Vision Pro is the first one from Apple, the first one with eyes displayed to other people as you look at them, the first one with a persona face for video chatting. So what can you do with it in your everyday life? How can you do things differently? It's fun to poke at what's possible. Some of that poking does come off pretty moronic because it's not meant to be used while walking down the street, and especially not while driving.
All right, you ready to go for a drive?
No!
And if you don't already know, Apple does warn you not to do this, saying Apple Vision Pro should never be used on or near roads, streets, or any other area where moving objects present a collision risk. And Apple also says never use it while operating a moving vehicle, bicycle, heavy machinery, or in any other situations requiring attention to safety. I think it is obvious that a lot of folks that you're seeing were doing jokes and skits to get laughs. Some admitted it. But let's talk about the concept that's going on here. It may seem neat to think about how information could float in front of us while we are traveling. But this device is not a window. It is a camera feed pointed to your eyeballs with a limited field of view. Now, when I have worn it, I cannot see that much below me. If there was a rise in the sidewalk, I would trip so easily. Boom, down you go. And it is limited to what you see as well on your sides. I would not want to be wearing this out in the world. Also, let's make a few other things clear. The program windows do not just stay in front of you if you're moving. It is designed to be stationary. So if you move, you would walk past the app.
Tracking failed. Oh God, oh my God, everything just freaked.
The window would be stuck in space, and that is very distracting. You would have to drag a window with you as you walk. And in case you were wondering, there is a directions app, but that is for planning a trip and then sending it to your other device, like a phone. The Vision Pro does not have GPS. It's kind of amazing to me that everyone wants it to be the Google Glass, which was designed for getting directions while you're on the go, but that is not the point of the Vision Pro.
Y'all shut down Google Glass because y'all said ain't nobody gonna wear them damn glasses with the little Dragon Ball Z thing on the side of it. And now look what we left with.
There's also a lot of chat right now about the fit of the device and the bands. There are two types of bands for the Vision Pro. The Solo Knit band, which feels soft, it looks interesting, it can be tightened with a knob. But when you're wearing it for longer sessions, folks tend to want to use the Dual Loop band to help with the weight of the Vision Pro. And we are seeing others experiment with new combinations. Over at UFD Tech, they put two knit bands together, but that would mean you need to buy another $100 band. Eesh. And yes, folks are seeing what it is like without the light seal. The eye tracking still works, but of course, this is not recommended. Or how about this use of a rubber band to attach the Vision Pro to a baseball cap to hold the weight? It is just another example of experimentation. But it could make people think, why are people playing around like this? Is the Vision Pro heavy? More questions for people who might be hesitant to dive in. Let's talk about personas, the avatars that appear when you video chat in the headset.
I don't know what to make of this.
CNET reviewer Scott Stein did a live broadcast interview on CNN with his persona, and his real self was side by side.
I think that also means melting the idea of what's a computer into something that becomes virtual that you can interact with your hands.
We are going to look back on that moment like when people were trying to explain the concept of the World Wide Web to a television audience. This is an area that could be strange as people keep testing what is possible with personas, and you should expect personas to be an evolution. Already, there's Vision OS 1.1 beta release, and that is capturing more detail in faces, at least from what people are sharing online. I can't imagine people really wanting to use their personas in a work meeting right now because of how strange it could come off to others, but that does take a lot of time for people to get used to that whole concept. Having a screen in front of our face while talking to someone used to be incredibly rude. Now wearing a screen in your face is a whole other etiquette challenge to tiptoe around, and it could also affect how people welcome in this new product. The issues that come with a new product is that you have to be weird to test the boundaries and learn, but being weird can also cast a negative shadow on this product, as if the $3,500 starting price wasn't already a challenge to the perception. The Vision Bro stunts may make you cringe now, but that will go away quickly. The conversation will keep going, not because someone is skateboarding with it down the street. Rather, it's gonna be the content that people want to see on it. This week we learned YouTube is planning on making a Vision Pro app, or at least it's on the roadmap, according to a YouTube spokesperson's statement to The Verge. We learned MetaQuest headsets will be supporting spatial videos, the 3D videos shot on new iPhones. The Vision Bros may shape our opinion in the first few days, but it is the quality of content that will seal its fate. I want to hear from you in the comments. If you have questions about ways to use it and about things you want to tinker with, let me know. Thanks for watching.